first victim, a former president. His name is Zine Al-Abidine Ben Ali. He fled this country, now facing 18 legal cases. Some of these charges include conspiring against the state, voluntary manslaughter, and drug use and trafficking. Although the Tunisian government has reached out to help extradite Mr. Ben Ali and recover all assets that belong to him and his family.
Alright, in other news, in Bulawayo, Zimbabwe, a national gallery has turned into a crime scene. Both the artist and an artist insulted President Robert Mugabe because they depicted atrocities committed earlier in his 30-year rule. The government tried to cover all of these situations up, but instead the effort provoked memories of the president's torture and murder of thousands of his citizens. 10,000 were killed between the years 1983 and 1987. The artwork is now banned in galleries.
Raul Detoy has been selected as one of 6 winners of this year's Goldman Environmental Prize. The prize, founded by American philanthropist Richard Goldman, is the world's largest award for grassroots environmentalists. Raul Detoy founded the Low-Veld Rhino Conservancy Project, and his work over more than 2 decades has saved Zimbabwe's black rhino population from being permanently decimated by poaching. He moved black and white rhinos away from the border, where gangs devastated the population, into range and conservancy in the Low-Veld region. The Goldman Prize is in its 22nd year. The 6 winners will be awarded the prize at the ceremony at the San Francisco Opera House in the U.S. on Monday.
Okay, next up, the African Commission of Human Rights is teaming up with the Egyptian Initiative for Personal Rights and the Human Watch Rights. They're trying to stop Libya's abuse on human rights. Recent events in Libya have shown terrible human costs of states failing to respect human rights.
In Uganda, an opposition leader, Kizza Besigye, was wounded after the military opened fire to disperse protesters in the capital city, Kampala. The police also used tear gas and fired into the air. It was the second time in 1 week that the opposition walked to work to protest the rising fuel and food prices. On Besigye's way to work, he was intercepted by the police and stood in a trench for over an hour until they left. After he was shot, protests occurred in several towns. Human rights groups have since protested the police's responses to the protests, and while many protesters were arrested, they were later released.
Watch Pepsi News. See you next time.